Right, welcome to the video on how we're going to use the tangent ratio to calculate a side. Now we use the word tan instead of tangent, which would be the full word. And the tangent ratio is a special ratio between the opposite side and the adjacent side in a triangle. Alright, so if we look at this first example, we can see again we've got a right angled triangle with 35 degrees in here, x is the unknown side, and then 12.5 on this side. Now what we're going to do first of all is we're going to label the sides, alright? So, opposite first, we'll label with an O, and then the side that's next to the angle is the adjacent, so we'll label that with an A. Now the side that's got nothing on it, I'm going to leave blank just now, and the reason for that will be clear once we start to look at more complicated examples, okay? So just now we've got opposite and adjacent, and our general formula for tan is tan theta equals O for opposite over A for adjacent. Now you're wondering why this is quite complicated, alright? Theta is the letter that we're going to use for the angle, okay? It's a Greek letter and we're going to use it to signify the size of the angle. O for opposite and A for adjacent. So all we've got to do now is look at our triangle and see where these things are going to substitute into our formula, alright? So our angle's 35, so that's going to be tan 35 degrees is equal to the opposite, called x, and the adjacent is 12.5. So that's us used our specific triangle and put the numbers and letters in where they're supposed to go. Okay? The next step is very, very simple. All we're going to do is we're going to say x is equal to 12.5 times tan 35. Now this is just using a little bit of algebra here to work out what x would be given the x divided by 12.5 is tan 35. If we multiply these two together, we'll get x again. And if we work that out, we get 8.75 metres. And that answer is to 2 decimal places, alright? So we'll look at this next example over here now. A little bit different than the last one. We can see our angle here is 42 degrees. Our opposite side is Y, so we're going to label that O, and our adjacent side is 5.2. When we're using tan, we're only going to use the opposite and adjacent, alright? So, first line of working again is tan theta equals O over A, opposite over adjacent. The angle's 42 degrees, the opposite is called Y this time, and the adjacent's 5.2. Okay, and again, all we're going to be doing to work out Y is we do 5.2 times tan 42. And that gives us 4.68 metres. Now, that's how you do 2 of those examples to work out a side, the length of a side, using tan and using an opposite and adjacent side, which tan is the ratio for. Alright? So, you'll always get a calculator for these questions, so don't worry about the difficult arithmetic in the middle here. You'll always get a calculator, and we'll look at very closely soon how we use the calculator to work these things out and we don't make any mistakes. So if you copy these into your notes jotter, please, and we're going to be able to look at this tomorrow, and then see if we can figure out how to work out an angle as well. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. Make sure you copy that in, as I say, and that's it. Thank you.